All right, we're back with Bella. Last time we talked about, it's Wednesday now. We filmed on Monday. Yesterday Ben wasn't here, so I did a little bit of formal heel work with her, more formal I should say, more like this, more like a session. On Monday we talked about how just because of circumstances with schedule and things that I've got going on and have had going on, and just life gets busy, and we really haven't spent a ton of consistent time working on stuff. And as I continue to post the Bella videos, I'm watching back 3-4 weeks prior, and I realize it's real evident to me, and I have the luxury of seeing that you know, when we were really consistent, I felt like a lot better results. Now I think a lot of things change too, that are a continual, constant, variable thing. I think as dogs grow up and mature, I think they go through little spurts where they get a little bit bolder and maybe test a little bit more. Then they become real sponges, and they learn stuff really quickly, and things click really quickly. Then they hit little walls, and things don't add up as easily for them. And so I do think that they just go through spikes and peaks and valleys with their learning. And I think it's also connected to some of the consistency factor that we put into it. So it's a multiple of reasons, but one of the things that I can control is the consistency. And so we're going to become more consistent just because our schedule is going to allow for it, and we're going to make a point of it. And so I do think it's kind of like you know, a New Year's resolution, when you get to the point where you're towards the end of the year and you just kind of get fed up with how your health is, and you go, I'm going to get back to it. And it's, you know, you go to the gym and you go consistently. It's getting through the first month of it, which is really the telltale of whether or not it sticks. Sometimes those habits fade away, sometimes they stick with you. We're just at that point right now where we're just at a little bit of a spot where I'm going to go, okay, we're going to pick up the consistency and see how that goes. And the reason I'm saying that is because some of the stuff that I've been doing with her, it's like we haven't gone forward. And so I'm sitting back and going, how come? And that's what I've come up with. That's part of the reasons I've come up with. I'm not worried about it at all, because I'm more than happy with the progress we've made so far. I'm really thrilled with this little dog. I am in no rush. So we're going to start out with some heel work. We're going to build on some steadiness again today, using denials. Last time we did some denials with her out in front of me, and I pitched up and over the top of her. Now, we couldn't do this not too long ago. I wouldn't have trusted her to not break. She's got her lead on right now. That's helping as well. That's kind of a little anchor for her. It's a level, the leash has become a very big level of control with her. She's really strong on lead. It's off lead that I want to get the equal control. So heel. So we're going to start out working into a little bit of heel work. Again, by herself, she's really quite responsive. She does a real nice job. She matches my pace pretty well, for the most part anyway. She's doing it right now. It's when I have other dogs that she gets distracted. It's when I have other dogs that she gets distracted and she really wants to lunge and keep up with them, and they're off lead out doing what she wants to do. But I'm not allowing her to do that anymore, because she's gotten to the point where she's just gone too, the distractions are greater than what I'm asking her to do, staying focused to me. Heel. So you can see the lead is pretty loose. The lead is nice and loose. We're not using it as a steering wheel. Her position is really good on lead. Catch her off guard there a little bit. Give her a chance. When I say give her a chance, I'm going to give her a chance to get into position. Very good. And so if she were consistently off with that, then I'd start bumping her and correcting her to get her in position. But she's trying. Part of the other thing about this is on this ice, it's slippery. It's hard when she's out There's bad body. That was a real good example of her bend in her body was off. There it's good. See how her hind quarter is in front, curling around? That last time it was out this way. So when she's bowed out that way, and I'm trying to turn her this way, it's very difficult for her to get into the right position. This slippery ice is making it hard on her as well. Good. Heel. So we're just gonna get warmed up here a little bit. We can change our pace and go quickly. I'm gonna do her a favor and make this turn on the dirt. She does a lot better on the dirt than on the ice. She's out of position. There's the out of position. See that? See that? See that? And then she locks up. So get her and help her get into position. Good. Heel. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Don't slow down. Go away from her. Chin up. Come on, come on, come on. Good, good. Nice pace, and I like how she came with me and didn't hang up there. My pace is pretty quick right now, which is forcing her to pay attention and keep up with me. And that's helping to keep her mind off other things that she's interested in over there. Come on, come on, come on. Good. Good. Good girl. Here, 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 here. That was dumb on my part. Did. Good. 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 Sit. Sit. Good. Ah, no, no, no. We're gonna fix that. Here, 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 here. Sit up, sit up, did. Now we've failed twice in a row. We're gonna learn from that. Sit, sit. Now we didn't get too hard on her. And we definitely didn't discourage it when she brought it back. Sit up. Sit up. Warm my hands up a little bit, build some delay into this, make some noise, and go pick them up myself. So we're at this point right now with her of, we're gonna start firming up on the steadiness. We're gonna start making sure, and the reason is because we have to, because you can see why we have to. Because the temptation, if the temptation is a little bit too much, she can't quite overcome it. We got to fix that. Good. Good girl. Bella, heel. 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 I'm going to get firm. Because this little goofiness about her right now, it has to stop. She's grown up enough to realize, I can't get so bubbly and so excited and make a mission. No. So you saw me get firm there. Watch the difference. We're not going to ask anymore. We're going to tell her. We talked about this last time. Bella, heel. heel, heel, good, heel, heel, come on, come on, come on, heel, good, good, heel, heel, good, come on, come on, come on, come on, heel, Bella, come on, come on, heel. Lack of confidence there, heel, good, good, good. That's the best heel we've had yet. Good, heel. This is even better. And look at the difference when we change the tone from asking to telling. Good. Take advantage of me, I'm going to turn. Come on. Come on. Here, here, here. Come on. Unsure, come on. Just go give her a reassurance. You're doing the right thing. Come on. Good. Good. It's me tightening up a little bit with our training. Good. She's watching her P's and Q's a little bit more. Heel. Come on. She's paying attention to making me, it matters to her right now that I'm happy or not. Good. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here. Good. Good. Heel. Come on. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. 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 Those are the looks those are the looks I want. Those are the looks I need from her. Part of it is we're 10 minutes into this session and she's settling in. The bigger part of it is I got a little firm with her. I got firm enough to change her because I got tired of her fooling around. You almost got the unrated version here. Her messing around, I had had enough. And now she's really watching it. She's going, I'd like to do the right thing, Dad. Good. And so for me, I really probably need to look at it and go, coming into these sessions with her, what she's telling me is, I'm gonna respond a lot better. I'm gonna behave a whole lot better if you just tell me what you want. Don't ask me, don't give me options, don't let me choose the right decision to make. Tell me what you want and I'll do it. That's her personality. And so I need to recognize that and come into it probably a little firmer and start the session off firm. Give her a chance, but give her an opportunity to learn too. She's going to sit tight on those. Good. Those are good. And let's finish it off today with a nice memory. We'll set it up off lead. I'll put the lead on when I pitch the bumper because I don't want to run into a problem with it. And I'll heel her off of it and we'll send her on it. And then we'll get a nice retrieve out of it. Hopefully it ends really nicely. I'm going to show you, but I'm going to be pretty firm throughout this setup of this. Bella, heel. Come on, come on, come on, come on, heel. So we're going to heel her down. We're going to go down a little ways, but get your nose up. When she goes through where those dummies were, heel, heel. She gets out of position sloppy like that, I correct it. And then look what happens. So I got to do a better job of being firm and being serious enough to make the difference. Heel. Now, just to be sure, I clip a lead on. Watch. Watch. No, heel. And bring her back. And as we get going, I'm going to take the lead off. Watch. Bella. Good girl. Good. 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 Easy, easy, easy here. Good. Nice delivery. Good. You saw me take a couple steps up towards her. Slow her down on the ice. Easy. Good. Hold. Good dog. Good dog. Very nice. Did. Very nice. Very nice. That's a great way to end today's session. Good. Let her know that was real nice. Good finish. But you saw me firm up there on the coming back from setting up that memory. She got behind me. I gave her a chance to correct it. She didn't correct it. So I picked her up and I put her in the right position. And she almost gets excited when you do that. You can almost see, if you watch her body language after I made that correction, she gets a little wiggly, she tail gets going. She almost gets excited by it, which her personality, I think she thrives off of direction, solid direction, firm decision making. And so I have to, normally I find myself usually encouraging dogs a lot, encouraging them to do the right thing and then praising them when they do it. With her, I think sometimes she's wired a little differently, where she thrives off of a real solid decision, and you tell her what to do and I'll go do it, instead of having to really encourage and bring it out of her. Just tell her what to do and she'll do it. And so I have to probably adjust my training style a little bit with her. When it comes to that, I got to come into things a little more serious. The other thing I think is a little bit frustrating for me is it's harder. With this dog in particular, it's a lot harder for me to train on camera than off camera, because on camera I'm talking all the time and I'm paying attention to trying to narrate and describe what's going on in my head and all that stuff. And I think that creates a lot of distraction for her. I think she thinks my focus is about 50% when I'm working with her in front of the camera. And so I'm getting about 50% results out of it. Where when I have really good sessions with her without Ben, it's not Ben's not the problem, it's that I don't ever talk to her. When I take her and I go around and we do stuff, we go for a long walk and we set up some real long memories, and I've noticed the last couple times we've done it, I bet you I don't say more than 4 or 5 words to her the entire time. It's very quiet. It's very much driven by body language. There's not a lot of confusion. I think sometimes she gets confused by all this jabbering that's going on. And so when it goes back to the idea of how does she perform best, it's when you are concise and you tell her what to do. And so the less words, the better for her. And so I do think that sometimes that gets in the way. And we got to just work through it, because it's not beneficial for you to just watch me do stuff. I have to be able to explain what's going on and what I'm thinking, and kind of narrate through it. So it's making it a little bit more difficult with her. I think you overcome that with double the work. You do twice as much work, which I'm not big on doing twice as much work, but I'll do it for this because I think the benefit is not for me to train. I'm not doing this for me to learn how to train a dog. I'm doing it to try to help anyone who's watching learn to pick things up and put things into their training. So for me to do it, make it a little bit harder on my end is fine. But I do think that's part of the problem, part of the issue, part of the things that we're seeing. So, but all in all, not a bad session. Not a bad session considering that it's another consistent session, and I think that's maybe part of the importance of it. So we're going to continue on with this. We've got a few things that I've got on my list of items that we're going to do with her pretty quick. We're going to intro to gunfire with her pretty quick. I want to do some tracking stuff with her pretty quick. We're going to be doing, I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to get to, but have zero urgency to do it. We'll get there when we get there. It doesn't do me, those things don't do me any good if I don't have a dog that heals really well. So first and foremost, I better focus on that, get that really solid. Hold conditioning is going to come pretty quick. I'm in no rush to do that either. Because she's giving me no reason. Now I hope I'm not jinxing it, but she hasn't given me a reason to panic to go to hold conditioning. If I had a dog that was struggling to make retrieves and doing it a lot worse than what she's doing, then I'd be like, we got to get to hold conditioning, because I'm not going to be able to do retrieving anymore. If the retrieving is a struggle, if she's running off, if she's not picking up, if she's blinking, if she's doing things like that, I can't keep going and forming those and continuing to reinforce those habits. I got to change that behavior so that I can get back into it. So those are all things that dictate your sequence. Thankfully with her, we're not running into that issue. So, but good session to build on, good session built on from our last one. So, and I'm learning all the while too. You know, when I talk like this and I start explaining these things, these are things that I'm realizing. And so I'm constantly trying to analyze what is going on, why is it going on, and what can I do to make it better or avoid the bad stuff. So, good session. Good girl.
And I'm dead